Hi, I'm standing in front of a tall sand dune that you can see behind me, and notice that all of the trees are growing straight up towards the light. In spite of the fact that they're growing out of a pretty steep slope, they're not growing at an angle, they're all reaching up because they're reaching for the light that gives them life. Maybe you've been in the woods sometime and seen where a large tree has fallen over and bent a sapling down. If you come back a few years later, if the sapling survived, it's because it grew around the burden and is once again growing up towards the light. As I thought of those things, I thought of some verses in the Gospel of John in the Bible, the biography of Jesus, that begins by telling us that in the beginning Jesus, called the Word, was with God, and that he was God, and that he, Jesus, is the one who made all things. And then it says, in him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. A couple verses later it says that he was the true light that gives life to everyone. Playing with those terms, light and life, because light is life-giving, and suggests that the life of everyone is a result of Jesus giving us life or light. Later in the Gospel of John, chapter 8, Jesus said, I am the light of the world. The one who follows me will not walk in darkness, but he will have the light of life. Sometimes life is crushing, isn't it? And right now we're living under the crushing burden of COVID-19. But I want to assure you that we're going to get through this, and we'll grow back up again. Now, of course, there will be losses and terrible tragedies that come out of this, but Jesus is the light, and like he made the trees to grow towards the light, he's put something in us that makes us survivors, that makes us reach up again. But don't miss the fact that he also made us so that we just naturally reach up to God, to Jesus. It's in our very soul, our inner making. Now we can choose to ignore it, we can not believe it, we can deny it, we can choose to walk away from it, but Jesus is still the light. And if you walk in him, then he will give you the light of life. During this time of the crushing load of circumstances around us, don't miss that this is an opportunity to reach up to Jesus, the light of the world.